Hello folks, just recently moved to a new house in Birmingham. A little bit out in the country, it's in Erdington. But that's not really what I want to talk about. It's that they told me, the people that I'm leasing from, that there were a family of foxes there, but they'd moved off. Anyway, suffice to say they haven't. And what we've got is the delightful pictures of foxes in our back garden, morning, early morning and late at night, but actually middle of the day as well. Dogs love it. Dogs love it. When they see it, they certainly do, and they're off to it. But I'm just going to share with you a few things today in this video. Astonishing what happens here. I've told the wife not to feed them, but it doesn't seem to make any difference. They come up for the water anyway, right up to the house. There's a family. It's about 5. There's a few cubs in it. I'm not sure if there's 3 or 4, but there certainly looks like a devoted pair of parents that are going out down the back. They've just found a few things in the garden to play with. Very like dogs in that. Very, very extraordinary like dogs. Just like domesticated pets, but you wouldn't want to be cornered with one, I'd just say that. But it's astonishing. Now for me, one of the pluses here is, to be a bit mundane, we've got a bit of an ecological system being built up here, a bit of sustainability. So the foxes eat the dog shit, the dogs eat the fox shit. So it saves me a real job at the minute, but it's extraordinary. Just watching them, I wouldn't say they live in harmony, but they use the same space. So I'm just sharing a few pictures I've just taken from the window. So just from the window of my office out on the garden in front of me. Fantastic view now when I'm working in here, but it's extraordinary what you can find in your back garden. I don't know how long they'll be here, whether they'll be scared off by the dogs or whatever, but they seem completely unafraid. So unless the dogs go running down at them, I think they're here for keeps. And I'll tell you what else is a bit odd. It's magpies seem to have no fear. They're up and at them all the time, and the foxes don't seem to mind. Whether there's another ecological bond or they work together on things, I don't know, but the magpies seem to go quite unconcerned alongside them. Pigeons of course don't. We found a few balls of feathers on the lawn at the minute. Very, very interesting. I can't believe exactly what you can see out here at the minute. So I'm just watching a couple of things at the minute. They're just so like normal dogs. It's extraordinary. I'm not sure if they're urban foxes because there's a big wood at the bottom of the garden. They come out every so often, and I think they get through the fence at the back out to here. So I'm not sure exactly what's going on, but they seem delightfully happy with where they are at the minute. I think we've still got a few fox burrows and foxholes in the garden, so they're still digging, etc., doing things. So the gardener won't be too happy about that. But it's extraordinary. Hopefully you like the video and what you see here, and hopefully there's something to learn for lots of people. So I don't know if there's other stuff in your garden or what you see, or whether you're likely to get any foxes or whatever, but some extraordinary time to sit here just watching what's going on. And these guys completely unconcerned. My wife originally, but she was the first one to see them, and she thought it was a bit of a big cat. That's an oddity. And they look thinner than dogs and a bit cat-like, but the telltale, the colour and the ears and the tails, you know they're a fox straight away. I just wonder where this is going to end up. I have to say, I don't think there'll be a meeting in the mind, certainly not with the dogs at this stage. The cats I don't think are too chuffed either, but I'm just going to sit here and watch for a bit more and say a few things around it. I'm just dumbfounded by what's going on at the minute and what I can see out here. Extraordinary, extraordinary. And there's absolutely no concern, but I wonder why should there be? Because they've been in this place a lot longer than we have. We've been here a couple of weeks. These foxes look like they've been here for a couple of years. How long do foxes live? No idea. I must do some reading up on the urban fox. There's a few websites around here. I found, an interesting one. Birmingham Black Country, urban foxes. Would you have thought there's something like that? A niche site like that? Extraordinary. I will share some more of these as time goes on. Hopefully you'll see some of the babies. They're a bit hard to see because clearly I don't want to scare off the foxes. And the thing is, if I get much closer, it is going to scare them off, and I worry about that. So these ain't the best shots, bit blurry, but these are wonderful creatures, wonderful things to watch and look at. Extraordinary. I'm not going to keep pandering on now, but these are amazing creatures, amazing creatures. Would you believe it? I wouldn't, or I wouldn't have done 2 weeks ago.